What's up, Game Boys and Girls? Big T here, back with another video, and I just wanted to come on and do a video now that PlayStation, Sony is full third party. There is a huge meltdown on the social medias about Sony being third party. There's this job listing. I'm sure you guys already know about a management position to oversee basically Sony's games going to other platforms, including Xbox, a dead platform, by the way. I don't know why they wouldn't put anything on Xbox as a dead platform. Nintendo Switch, and other, places like Epic Games even. So I don't know why. I guess people were kind of coping because this is a thing that was already known. I believe it was back during the Activision Blizzard acquisition by Microsoft. Some court documents got leaked out, and one of them was Sony's strategy to basically do what Microsoft's been doing, Xbox has been doing, which is putting their games on other platforms. They've already shown you that they do that with PC. There was a meltdown with that. There was meltdowns and denials with MLB The Show and Lego Horizon, the Horizon game with the Lego characters. There was a lot of cope with that, saying that it wasn't. They had no control. They had no control over their IP apparently, and Lego made the call that it should be on Switch as well, which is insane. And especially when the studio themselves, it was Guerrilla Games, was saying that no, we actually helped make the game. So there's been basically what happened with Microsoft and the Xbox community. They just slowly, seceded at some point. They coped until Microsoft has become what it's become, which is basically third party. They have a console, but it's a third party publisher at this point, a major one, one of the biggest ones on PlayStation right now. Apparently, a lot of the top games on PlayStation is sold by Microsoft and made by Microsoft Studios. What was it? Forza, a 4-year-old game. Forza Horizon 5, outsold Astrobot, and as far as total sales in just a couple months, which is insane. So eventually the Sony guys will get there, I guess. But they've been, like I said, just like the Xbox guys, they coped until it was obvious what's going on, and that's the same thing that's going to happen with Sony. They'll get there at some point. I know that there's a lot of the monetary thing tied to this. There's a monetary situation with the grifting and whatnot, with certain YouTube channels that they thrive on the console war stuff, and so now they've been stuck. So they have to cope in order to keep their audience happy. But what's happening is what's happening. That's what the industry is. The exorbitant costs of these games that these fans don't want to give up means that they have to be able to sell them to more places than Sony fans. Because again, like I said, Astrobot is on a 80 million install base. The PS5 is, and they could only muster 2.5 million in sales in the last year and a half. However long it's been out, that's a year. Not even a year yet. It's going on a year. It'll be a year this fall. That's insane. They have to do something, which is sell to Nintendo fans, because we like those types of games when the PlayStation fan base doesn't care for them. But anyway, so what I'm going to do here is talk about games that could come over to the Nintendo Switch too, which I think would be great. And another way for Sony to make more money, and not just Switch 2, but they should also put these things on PC as well. Some of these franchises are kind of dead, and they should, think about revitalizing them in this way. So let's go through this right now. All right, so we got the Infamous series. Never been a huge fan of Infamous. I did like the first game, first two games. But yeah, Second Son, I haven't really played all that much of, but it's cool, nice visuals. If you're an Infamous fan, I can see why you like this. And this is the limited edition, I guess. I don't remember buying this, but yeah. And it also came with cool DLC First Light as well. I haven't gotten into the main game, so I haven't gotten into this. I just thought it was cool because it was like, I think this is going to be rare at some point. This is like a full-on disc of the DLC. I think it's standalone. I don't think you need. I can't read this because it's in what is this? Italian? I'm not sure. Looks Italian. I'm not good at languages, but obviously it's region free. But yeah, I think you don't need the main game. I'm trying to see on the back here. I don't see why you would need the main game if it has a standalone disc. So that's cool. I think it's something that's going to be rarer. That's why I bought it. And then you have something like Killzone Shadowfall. The Killzone series was kind of popular, I guess, on the PS3. I never really cared for them. Shadowfall was quite the looker when it came out on the PS4. And I just bought it because I just want to get the exclusive stuff for the consoles I buy at some point, and that's what I did with Shadowfall. I don't know if I'll even care about the game itself. But this is one that fans have been crying for a long time. At least a remaster of it so you can get 60 frames on this. And that is Bloodborne. Of course, if you've been holding out all this time, what a great time to remaster this game and put it out everywhere. Because fans everywhere will buy this. I know Nintendo fans who like the Soulsborne games will buy this. I know obviously Sony fans will buy it. Although it didn't sell crazy numbers on PS4. I think it was around 3 million. I'm not sure. And then obviously the Xbox fans will buy it. And obviously PC dudes have been clamoring for this game. I think they've actually modded it, and somehow they have a modded version on PC at this point that does do like 60 or maybe even 120. I'm not sure, 90. I don't know. But here's the game from this Media Molecule. Who made this game? I can't remember the exact studio. But I feel like they got shut down or closed. Pixel Opus. I don't know if this is one of the casualties of Sony's layoffs. People forgot about and studio closures. But I feel like this is. And as you can see, this game is sealed. I haven't played it yet. But it's definitely a game I'm going to be getting to sometime this year, probably. Concrete Genie also has a VR mode, which is awesome because I love VR. And I do have the PlayStation VR, so that is cool. I think that is a game that will serve, especially Nintendo fans, really well because of the kind of creative nature of it. I think Nintendo fans will flock to that, where Sony fans did not. We can pick up the slack there. And here's another game we can also do that with. It's Teroid. This is Media Molecule. I have played this game, not enough, but the amount I played of it, I noticed pretty cool. It's very fantastic. I'm going to finish this definitely sometime this year, and it's a really cool game. Here's another one that fans have been waiting for a long time. I don't know about this game. I just threw it in because I thought it'd be interesting. Made by the Eco team. I think they have been shuttered, if I'm not mistaken. Oh yeah, this is Japan Studio, so definitely got shuttered. But so continuing this series is not going to happen. Continuing the line of games that these guys made, like Eco and Shadow Colossus, that's not going to happen. But maybe you can make a few more bucks porting this game over and actually selling it this time around. I know there's some issues with the game, frame rate and whatnot, some issues with it, but I still thought it was really cool. Artistically, it's phenomenal. I mean, it's a Japan Studio game, the Eco Studio. So yeah, looks pretty cool. Here's another one, Medieval. I think there's two of these, Medieval and Medieval 2. I played these games originally on the PS1, the original PlayStation, and then they remastered or remade it for PS4, which is pretty cool. Fun little series, I thought was pretty good, and you can make some more money off them. I don't know who made this either, but yeah, they don't really have. Oh yeah, there's Other Ocean. I don't know if they're even still around or not. But this is not a PlayStation game, but I thought I'd throw it in just as a representation for Psychonauts, which is a series I love. I started playing it on the original Xbox. This is one of the best games on there. Obviously, I believe they remastered it for the PS4 only, which is weird. Not weird because they weren't owned by Microsoft, I don't think, at that point. But this is the VR game, actually, and this is pretty cool. I do have this digitally, that's why I still have this sealed. So that's awesome. But yeah, Psychonauts 2 is also phenomenal on Xbox and PS. Was it PS4? It's an Xbox One. No, it's Xbox Series, so it's got to be PS5. But yeah, great game as well. So that will also work for Nintendo fans with the kind of cartoonish nature of it. We like that kind of stuff. And I'm actually missing the sequel to this game. I know I have it somewhere, but we have Gravity Rush Remastered. This is a PS Vita game, or started off as a PS Vita game, obviously got ported over to PS4. Really cool visual art style, really cool gameplay style. Kind of like you have to master this kind of like gravity floating kind of situation, but very cool game. I haven't gotten to 2 yet. I'm almost done with this one. And these would be great games, especially on the Switch 2. It would be awesome, and they'd look beautiful, and it'd be new to a lot of Nintendo fans and PC fans even, because I don't think this is on PC either. But the Gravity Rush series definitely needs another look. And again, here is a non-Sony game that I just want to throw out there that I think would be great on PlayStation. I think would be great on the Nintendo Switch 2. The Watch Dogs series, I think they should do like a trilogy even, because I think all these games are $20 and under. You can do a trilogy, kind of remaster. Not really. I don't think you need to remaster. Maybe you do, because you might want 60 frames. But yeah, like a trilogy remaster, and put it on everything. Even if you didn't want to do a trilogy, I think 1 and 2 would be good enough. But I think 3 is phenomenal. Also, I think 3 is a really good game. I still think 2 is my favorite. 2 is the best because it had a great story and a great main character. But these would be great to just remake a remaster and put them together and make it a nice value for the consumer. And it'd be great. I think they should definitely do that. Ubisoft. I would buy it, even though I have all the games. But it'd be great to have all these games on one console on the go. And here we have Kena, Bridge of Spirits. I don't think this is a Sony game. I could be wrong. I think Sony did have a lot to do with the financing of this game, if I'm not mistaken. But this would be another game that Nintendo fans would love. I always say it has kind of a Majora's Mask aesthetic to it. It's an action-adventure game, like a nice darkish kind of story. I love this game, the combat, and it gets really tough. And I love it. It's a great game. And here's obviously definitely a Sony game that I think would fare pretty well on the excuse me, on the Nintendo Switch. I don't know if Sony's gonna go that hard and like put like big major first party games on there. I think they should, especially for a game like this, Horizon. I don't think this series is done as well as Sony would like, and this is a way to definitely make that happen. And you could do a double pack. You can put them together, Horizon 1 and 2, and you still make money, because this game, Horizon Zero Dawn, at this point, even the complete edition was like $25. And I don't think Forbidden West is that much more expensive. Brand new, maybe $40. Brand new. But yeah, maybe with the DLC it might be a little more. But $70 for both of these. Again, phenomenal, no-brainer. Definitely would pick that up again. And here is more representation. This is PS3 representation, obviously. I talked about the infamous games. And here is the basically collection, which was Infamous 1 and 2 and something of Blood, the DLC. What was it called? Can't remember. Oh, right here, Festival of Blood, which is very cool because 2 is set in New Orleans, which is a pretty cool setting for this game series. I liked it a lot. I think I like 2 better than 1 because of that setting. And here we have games that I believe, I don't know if they're, Ghosts were Infamous too. I don't know if they're somehow, you able to play them on your PS5, like through the store only or something. I don't know if that's a thing. But Journey is definitely out on PS4. Journey, this is Journey, Flower, and Flow, which is really cool kind of cozy games from indie games, if you will, kind of indie games from Sony, which are pretty cool. So that'd be a good little collection to bring over the Switch, especially. I think that will sell really well. Here's a forgotten platforming game, action platforming game, Puppeteer. I believe this is a Japan studio as well. I feel like it was, but it's not saying on the back. But this game is freaking beautiful. Has a nice kind of dark Pinocchio-ish kind of story, like original Pinocchio, not the Disney version, but like kind of a darker kind of paper aesthetic with these little figurines, if you will, on a stage. Very Paper Mario 1,000 Year Door, but like really dark and not really RPG, but just kind of gave me that feel when I played it. But phenomenal game. Should definitely put that out there for everybody else to get a chance to play. And here we have the what do they call this? They just call it a collection. Heavy Rain and Beyond Two Souls, both really cool games. If you're into what's the studio that made these games? Is it on the back here? I know the name of them. They did Indigo Prophecy way back in the day, which I really liked, and I can't see their name on here. Oh my gosh, what's the name of the studio that made these? But anyway, it's not saying. I need my peepers. I should have put my glasses on. I can't read these tiny letters close to me like that anymore. But it's right on the front. Quantic Dream. Yeah, Quantic Dream. They did. The first game I played for them was Indigo Prophecy, which I loved, and then Heavy Rain, which I also loved, and Beyond Good and Evil, Beyond Two Souls, which I like a lot. And it's starring at the time Ellen Page, but now Elliot Page. So yeah, these phenomenal series. They also made, I think they also made the next game. Of course they did. What was I thinking? They definitely made the next game I'm showing you here, which is Detroit Become Human. Also a phenomenal game. The atmosphere and just the quality of these games is just awesome. Like it's like it's kind of like an interactive movie, right? It's not like you're not playing some Twitch shooter or something in these games. You kind of it's almost what do they call those? They don't really make them anymore, where you have to hit A at a certain point in time. I forget what they're called, that type of genre. But yeah, very aesthetically pleasing, really nice looking games with great stories and voice acting and top-notch production. Quantic Dream was really good at that stuff, so I would love to see maybe a collection with all three of these. I would put these all three together. That probably would be a huge hard drive space. So maybe they have to figure something else out. But fantastic games from Quantic Dream. And my last one, which somebody kind of talked me out of as being the thing they would do, is Astrobot. Now, not this one, because this is Astrobot Rescue Mission. This is the VR game. This is the game I know about that made me a fan of Astrobot, and I tried to tell people about it, but the barrier for most people is the fact that it is a VR game, and you have to have PlayStation VR, or you have to care about VR, which I do, as you can see my what's it called? You can see my Quest back there. My PSVR headset is right here. My PSVR 1. I didn't get the 2 because I was pissed off that I couldn't play my PSVR 1 games on it, which didn't make any sense to me. You're gonna make me buy this headset and I can't even play the back library I have. But anyway, another story. But yeah, Astrobot Rescue Mission is phenomenal. I told people that this is the first game that made me feel that wow factor I got when I played Super Mario 64 for the first time. I got that wow factor, like this will never happen again, type of thing. And it happened pretty much again with playing VR games. And this is one of the best. I think, again, like I said earlier, it only sold 2.5 million on the PlayStation. I think it would easily double that on the Nintendo Switch 2. And I know there's some haptic kind of triggers thing. They can work around that. Let's not pretend that things like that, some people say, well, I can't remember. I think I was watching maybe Spawn Wave or something. Like, I kind of clicked in right at the right time when they were talking about this. I think they were talking about how it's very PlayStation eccentric and whatnot. It's PlayStation centric and may not. What does that matter? Who cares? Like, when Sega puts out a game, it's very. I mean, I know they don't make consoles anymore, but they have games that they show their console inside the game, and it's very. I mean, I don't think anybody, unless Sega or Sony would care about it. Why would anybody else? Why would Nintendo care that there's a bunch of Sony consoles in it? Like, the game looks like it's pretty awesome, and from what I hear, I mean, it was game of the year, so it must be great. I mean, this game is also great. And again, the only reason it didn't get the same accolades was the fact that it was a VR game, and just a lot of people just didn't play it. But from what I've seen of the Astrobot, the PS5 game, it looks very similar to me. And they use the haptic where they can't do the kind of VR gimmicks that they use with this game. So the haptics and whatnot, the PlayStation 5 controller, you get all the kind of gimmicks that you get what you got with the VR, with the haptic stuff on the PS5 controller. So phenomenal. So yeah, that's what I think. I think these are great games to maybe test it out, see what you can do there. If you're going to expand and do this, this third-party thing. I mean, again, I don't know why people are surprised. I know a lot of people were just kind of coping and hoping that this wasn't going to happen, but this is the way of the industry. Only Nintendo's won the console war. They're the only ones that I think can hold on to what they're doing for quite some more years, maybe even 10 more years of what they're doing right now. And maybe even longer. I don't know. They'll be the only game in town out there, and maybe Sega will pop back up. That would be awesome. If Sega and Nintendo can go at it again in the future somewhere, that would be cool. As far as head to head, only got the only companies making hardware and exclusive software to their hardware. That would be interesting. But yeah, that's my video. Let me know what you guys think. Do you have any other games that you think would work? Do you think some of these games that I said here won't work? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. I know I've been lacking a little bit with the videos. It's summer, so it's, I'm trying to get out and enjoy the summer in the little free time that I have. But I'll be making more videos for sure. So stay tuned for that. But make sure you like this one. Drop a comment below. Subscribe if you haven't. Trying to grow, trying to get to 6K. So help me get there. Thank you again for watching and listening, and I'll see you fools next time. Peace out.